Yeah, you have a
for being
Giannis that can
real.
just go and get 2 points, especially once you get in those playoff matchups. That's a huge deal. And the reason it didn't happen was because the teams we got
I'll
just
say
didn't
this
have
though.
that available.
I'll push back a little bit. I think Boston is the best defensive team in the league, besides maybe Golden State. So I think that puts them in any game, in any series that they go to. I mean, that's how they got there last year.
You know who's got
Um,
the best defensive rating right now?
I'm sure it's Milwaukee.
Oh no, it's actually not. It's gonna team you're gonna love even more.
Don't say
The
Miami. Is it
Lake
Miami?
Show. Welcome to
Okay.
the
Are we
Lake
all right? Let's
Show.
do it then. We'll pivot. We'll we'll pivot because
I'm just
I
telling
would
you,
love to see
terrible
you try. I would
offensively.
love to see you try and salvage their start to the season right now.
I'm actually probably more optimistic than Lakers fans right now. For this reason of had you go check LeBron and AD stat line. They're doing what they need to do. It's just when you have your point guard go out there and shoot a 12, and then the next game when the clock's winding
It's
down,
not
and
just Russ.
but it is.
No, there's
But it
nobody on
is.
that roster who can shoot threes. That's the problem with
Oh
the
yeah, no,
Bucks.
I'm not saying that's a problem, and I know they're going to address that by the trade deadline because it's LA. They don't give a crap about the luxury tax. They got picks or two to offload.
What do they
I even
do?
saw a
How do they
Jazz.
address it?
Well, I saw a Jazz deal get mocked up that kind of fell through, I guess, due to the Lakers' reluctancy to give up pick because they don't have any. But at this point, who cares? Give up Russ in a first or two. I don't care. The return was Jordan Clarkson, Mike Conley, and Rudy Gay. You're set. Like, if you get those three guys, you're set. Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, LeBron, AD. I don't care who the fifth guy is, whether they go small with Lonnie Walker or they go Thomas Bryant with the big. It doesn't matter.
Wasn't
You give
Clarkson a part of that Cavs trade that 1 year where he traded the whole team at the deadline?
probably. It's LeBron. He traded Lonzo Ball. He traded Julius Randle. He traded Brandon Ingram. We're not saying I'm not. LeBron as a GM stinks. He's the whole reason Westbrook's here. I mean, I'm not defending that crap at all. If Palenka would have just stuck to what he had done in the roster they constructed, you have a lineup of Lonzo Ball, Ingram, LeBron, whoever at the two. I don't know. Could be Josh Hart. Who knows? Anthony Davis, Zubac. You still have Kuzma, who we all know is not like fantastic, but off the bench. Like
Oh
that
yeah,
team had everybody, man.
Kuzma. This is my problem. Okay, no,
They had
let's do
everybody
this.
they needed.
No, you're gonna get me going because you just reminded me. Okay, everywhere LeBron goes, it's the most toxic fan base in all of sports. Everywhere LeBron goes, if he struggles, there's always a scapegoat. Okay, there's always a scapegoat. What was the
Absolutely.
what was the guy? What was the? I can't think of the GM's name in Cleveland that when he first left, he was the scapegoat, right? And then he went to Miami. Actually, I would argue Miami went pretty solid. There really wasn't any problems there. But then it was the same thing when he went back to Cleveland. Okay, it was a lack of teammates. Kyrie's cancer, not is a cancer
That
in the
whole
locker room.
thing
Doesn't
was
want to play with.
nuts.
Doesn't
Trading
want to
Kyrie
play
for
with.
IT, then they got D Wade. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here with you. Like it's
And then Russ and Frank Vogel is probably the worst case of it. When in reality, here's the bottom line. I think we can all agree that Russ is still a talented player. He's just the worst possible fit for whatever they're trying to run at all.
where does Russ fit though in today's game?
Well, I don't think it's on a contending team.
Teams are he is the most left open dude in the league, right? Like he was open on like 50 or 60% of his 3 pointers. And
If
bro's
Russ went
shooting
to
like
if Russ went to the
50%.
Jazz on that deal, he would put up numbers.
Not efficient though.
Has he ever been efficient?
I feel like that's more of a conversation. I was
Well,
really thinking about that
I
today.
would say yes.
I
I would
think we
say
know
he's
as Russ
definitely
is a
would be less.
talent.
I think he would be less efficient than his MVP season if he went to the Jazz right
As
now.
a talent, he's great. But in terms of, I've never seen, I don't think anybody in my life with less self awareness than this guy ever. Like
I think he's
that's a
fully
hot
aware. I think
take.
he just doesn't care.
I
I
you
just think
got
he wants
team,
out.
you got the Lakers, fans when you shoot an open three, gasping. You got LeBron and AD
This is
looking
the
at
you
each other
realize
like,
that this
what
is
the
you
hell?
realize that this is part of the problem, right?
Russell Westbrook, yeah.
Lakers fans, LeBron fans,
I don't have a
scapegoating this
problem. I
guy.
don't. Bro shot 0 of
The Lakers
11.
roster's issues are so much larger than Russell Westbrook. And if you can't acknowledge that, then I don't know where this conversation is going.
It's not that I'm not acknowledging it. It feels like you're just like ignoring the fact that of the roster, Russ has been the worst. Lonnie Walker had a 26-point game. Russ, I don't know if he's had that many points this season. Like, and I'm
He had a
sorry,
double
but
double on opening night. He had 19 and 10, I believe.
and on what, like 17? I actually think his best night might have been opening night. It might have been that, and then it went to like just this, like what we experienced last season. And again, I'm not telling this roster, yeah, it stinks. Like they need so many. Just Pat Bev is like the only guy I'd like keep on that team. Everybody else is expendable. Everybody else, you should be just looking to get shooters at this point. But like for Russell Westbrook, like as a player, you have to find. If I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm finding any GM that has this mindset that Russell Westbrook is still a valuable asset in the NBA, and then make the trade for it. Because I'm telling you right now,
You're not gonna find. You won't find that though.
once his
He's
deal
too old.
expires, this dude is going to get paid $2 or $3 million next year on a minimum.
No, I genuinely think with the public perception of Russ right now, he won't be on a team. This is his last. Like who's going to sign him? Like what incentive does a franchise have to bring on this media frenzy?
You can sign him on for a minimum because I think he does enough things as a minimum player. If he accepts his role as a backup, run the floor point guard, you're good. But this idea that I've never been more mad. I'm not even a fan of the Lakers. Watching that Portland Lakers game, great game. 30 seconds, the clock is winding down. Lakers up 2, and Russ decides to pull. It's like, not only let the clock run, get rid of the ball. Anyone else can shoot it from anywhere besides you.
I would actually disagree with that. There's not many guys on that roster that can shoot it. Is he one of the worst
Lonnie
options
Walker
to do
has
so?
been better. And like, to be honest, if you can bring up a better 3-point percentage than Russ, let me know. But bro has been the worst player on that roster. I'm not saying this is a good roster at all, because that's saying something. But like right now, it's Bron, AD, Pat Bev, and who knows, like Lonnie Walker is 4. And then you got like Austin Reeves, Juan Toscano. The entire team stinks. I'm not denying that.
Okay.
I just think it would really help if they were able to offload Russ. Even
I think I agree.
Like
I can agree
Rudy
with that.
Gay,
I
Mike
think
Conley,
here's
Jordan Clarkson, Eric Gordon, anybody.
Here's my hang up. I think that all of the blame, while some of it definitely is deserved for Russ, he seems to get literally all of it. And that's where I have the problem, is because who's number 3? You just said Lonnie Walker. Like, yes, he's having a good he's having a good year, but like then it gets to what, Matt Reeves, Pat Bev. There's no bench, there's no shooting anywhere, right?
Oh
like,
no.
Where has LeBron been successful? On teams where he has shooters that he can kick to because he's so good at attacking the basket, right? Like, Ray Allen goes to Miami.
That's their key to success.
That's LeBron's recipe for success, in my opinion. There's other factors that go into that, but like, I think we're in agreement that if the Lakers are going to contend at all this year, like they need to find a way to, one, bring in shooters, preferably offload Russ's contract. And because it doesn't look like Russ is going to accept any less role. He's not. I agree. He's not going to start playing differently. So this is either going to be worse than last year, or they're going to blow the team up. And if they blow the team up, I don't think that they can win this year. And then I believe this is Bron's last year on his contract, right?
He might have a player option. I would have to double check that. But honestly, like, my consensus is blow it up sooner rather than later, so you still have that chance to win. LeBron
No,
and
I
AD,
think that I think they need
they're
to
gonna have a
blow up.
chance to win. They just like literally need
No, they're
anybody
not.
up.
No, they're not.
Bro,
Unless they
they
make
are
drastic changes to their roster, they have no chance of winning.
they could very realistically be 2-1 right now, and they're shooting 21%
That's not.
from
That's what I'm trying
three.
to tell you. That's not going to change.
But it is though. You
No,
can't as
no.
I can shoot. If I take 10 threes right now, make 3 out of 10.
Okay.
Like that, like as
What does that mean? That means nothing.
It means a lot of things in the NBA. And these are the best players
Russell
like, in
Westbrook's
the
been
world.
trying to. Russell Westbrook, your guy, has been trying to develop a 3-point shot.
My guy, your guy. I don't claim Russell Westbrook.
The guy that you're
He
saying is a
stinks. I don't
bad shooter.
claim him.
The guy that you're saying is a bad shooter.
Oh yeah,
been
no,
trying
he's
to
terrible.
develop his
He's
jump
terrible.
shot for the
I think
better
he's
part of a decade. So if you're going to go on to say that they can just like find, get better at shooting as the year goes on.
He's in the Ben Simmons. He's in the Ben Simmons category. Like that's just not going to get better. They have a couple guys like younger dudes, like guys who aren't 34, 35, making 47 million to do whatever they want. Guys that like their role is to shoot the ball.
No, none of them are good.
I'm saying none of them are good right now. But they're like you can't like statistically, even in like the 90s, and like that just doesn't even happen. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's the first 3 games in. They were 5 points behind the Clippers. They lost on some crap because Russ shot too early to the Blazers. Didn't need to give them the extra opportunity. They could be very well sitting at 2-1. People would just kind of tone it back a bit. The Russ slander would still be there because his stat lines are still there. I mean, like that's just how it is. But as a team, there's no way you shoot 21% from 3.
Yeah, but it's never.
I think Dwight Howard from open 3. Like,
but this is what I'm trying to tell you is unless they make a roster change to at least get one shooter. I know people have talked about if they go get Buddy Hield or something like that off the Pacers, like somebody who can shoot the ball efficiently. They're not going to rise over 35%, in my opinion, as a team.